Here is a number that should make you pause. At the same time as South Korean semiconductor stocks are sliding by more than 7% on Wednesday the 19th of August, Solana is up 2% to nearly $77, its highest level in 2 weeks. That is not the normal script. Usually when chip stocks get hit, crypto follows them lower because both are treated as high-risk, high-growth trades. Today the opposite is happening. Bitcoin is holding near $64,000, Ether has added about 1% to just over $1,900, and all major coins except BNB are in the green. This is a live test of whether crypto can finally trade on its own momentum, or whether the wider tech route simply has not caught up with digital assets yet. That question matters for every trader watching their screen right now. The strongest signal today is coming from Solana. It is not a dramatic pump, but it is a leadership move. Solana is up 2% to nearly $77, leaving it almost 1% higher over the past week. More importantly, this is the highest SOL has traded in 2 weeks. According to market commentary, traders are now eyeing a fresh buy signal, which suggests the rally is being driven by chart strength and momentum rather than a single headline. That matters because momentum-driven moves can feed on themselves in the short term, but they also need continuous buying to hold. In plain terms, Solana is not just following Bitcoin today. It is the engine pulling the crypto complex higher. Watch whether it can hold above $77 into the Federal Reserve minutes later, because that level is now the line between a breakout and a false start. Behind Solana, the 2 biggest names are doing just enough to keep the market in risk-on mode. Bitcoin is holding near $64,000, with some quotes around $64,260. Ether has added 1% to just over $1,900 and is actually the strongest major on the weekly tally, up 1.5% over the past 7 days. That is not a euphoric rally, but it is steady. The key word is stability. While South Korean chip stocks are falling hard, Bitcoin has not broken down, and Ether has not lost its weekly lead. This suggests that crypto traders are not panicking about the equity sell-off. Instead, they appear to be waiting for the next catalyst. If Bitcoin holds 64,000 through the London close, it keeps the path open for a retest of higher levels. If it slips back towards 63,000, the narrative changes quickly. The other side of this story is the sharp drop in South Korean semiconductor stocks. They are down more than 7% on Wednesday, and that is not a small move for a sector that is a global bellwether for memory chips, smartphones and artificial intelligence hardware. The slide is part of a broader tech sell-off. U.S. stock reports describe a tech rout that is deepening, with risk-off accelerating and futures coming under heavy pressure. For years, crypto and chip stocks have moved together because both rely on the same pool of speculative capital and growth expectations. Today they are moving apart. That could mean traders are rotating within risk assets rather than leaving them entirely. It could also mean crypto is simply lagging the equity move and may catch down later. Right now, the 7% fall in Korean chips is the clearest warning that the risk environment is not calm. So what is actually going on? The simplest explanation is that crypto is currently being traded more as a token-specific momentum market than as a pure tech proxy. Solana has its own 2-week high, its own buy signal, and its own flow. Bitcoin and Ether are holding key floors. At the same time, equity traders are selling semiconductor names hard, possibly on concerns about the chip cycle, valuations, or broader bond market pressure. The split tells us that investors are not yet in an everything-must-go panic. They are being selective. That is important because a 7% slide in Korean chip stocks would normally drag risk appetite down across the board. Instead, crypto is absorbing the shock. The risk is that this independence does not last if the equity sell-off deepens. But for today, the price action is saying one thing clearly: crypto's nervous system is not wired to the Korean semiconductor index. To understand today, it helps to look at the last few days. Only on Saturday the 15th of August, crypto equities like BMNR, CRCL, and MSTR led a slide while Bitcoin tumbled to $63,000. The mood was risk-off, and crypto-exposed names were punished. Fast forward to Wednesday, and the script has flipped for the tokens themselves even as Korean chip stocks slide 7%. That is a notable shift. It suggests that short-term traders who sold the weekend dip are now rebuilding positions in the most liquid crypto assets, especially Solana. It also suggests that the market has already priced in a fair amount of bad news from the tech sector. The question now is whether the Federal Reserve minutes at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 7 p.m. in London, validate that confidence or pull the rug from under it. This morning's calm could be tested very soon. The Federal Reserve is due to release its latest meeting minutes at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. here in the UK. Traders will be reading every line for clues on interest rates, inflation, and whether policymakers are leaning towards cuts or staying restrictive. If the minutes sound hawkish, meaning rates could stay higher for longer, the crypto rally could fade quickly and the Korean chip slide could deepen. If they sound balanced, the current divergence may have room to run. The levels to watch are clear. Bitcoin needs to hold $64,000 on a closing basis. Ether needs to stay above 1900. Solana needs to hold its breakout around 77. A break back below those levels would confirm that this was a short-lived bounce. Holding them into the close would keep the Solana-led recovery story intact. The big takeaway from today is this. Risk assets are not moving as one, and that creates opportunity and danger in equal measure. Solana leading Bitcoin and Ether higher while Korean chip stocks slide 7% is not just a headline. It is a signal that crypto traders are rewarding specific momentum and holding key floors despite a clear equity sell-off. But a single day of divergence does not make a new trend. The Federal Reserve minutes later today will be the real test. If crypto holds its gains through that event, the decoupling story becomes far more credible. If it fails, today's strength will look like a temporary bounce in a broader risk-off move. Either way, the market has given you the levels to watch: 64,000 for Bitcoin, 1900 for Ether, and 77 for Solana. That is your map for the rest of the session.